use it in each half, you lose it automatically. And an additional use it or lose it 30 in each half. Now Fort Atkinson will inbound, trailing 4-3. 2.5 minutes into the game. Ball is stolen by Smuchler. Right side lay-in, no good. Rebounded by Moss. She's going to kick it back out. Now it's 3 on the way by Linskins, no good. Rebounded off of Stouty, and they're going to say Stouty was not able to save it in time. So it'll be Gosling's ball once again. Glad to have you along. 4-3. Watertown with the lead. 2.5 minutes into the game. If you're just joining us, we'll bring you the starting lineups here on the next possession for the Blackhawks, who coming in 1-5, but a big win against the Whitewater Whippets the other night. Watertown will have the turnover. On YouTube, wondering, JV is playing. They're just playing in the freshman gym, otherwise known as the auxiliary gym here. It's 4-0 Watertown for the JV squad early going. Your starters for the Blackhawks are those just joining us: Brooke Christensen, Lily Belzer, Taylor Marquardt, Tyler Stouty, and Ellie Cole. Marquardt leads all Blackhawks with 13 points a game. Your starters for the Watertown Gosling: Sydney Linskins, Riley Quinn, Aubrey Smetchler, Taya Moss, and Avalon Icky. 1-3-1 defense by Watertown. That's been employed by the head coach Matt Stolberg for quite some time, since he was here at Fort Atkinson. Looks like the JV link for the game will be up in just a few moments, so stay tuned, stay patient. There's a lot going on here at the high school. It's varsity action at 6, JV action at 6, and a swim meet also at 6. Not to mention a elementary school holiday sing-along starting in about 20 minutes as well. So Stouty hits the first free throw. Tied ball game, hits the second one. Stouty's got 3 points all by the free throw line, and the Hawks have the lead once again. Fifth lead change in this early going. 5-4, Fort leads. Moss in the middle, deflected by Marquardt, gets the steal. Marquardt will flip it back to Stouty, left side. On the dribble, she'll get it over to Kiara Wolfram, who just checked in at the last dead ball. Skips it over to Stouty inside the arc. Back out to Wolfram on the right side. Now it's Cole, three-pointer is rejected by Sydney Linskins, the senior guard. Had a good closeout and swatted that ball right away. Now the inbound pass is going to be too far, and it's going to be stolen by Smuchler. Left side lay-in, good. Aubrey's got 4 points on the night, and it's 6-5. Watertown with the lead. Again, as I was saying, Matt Stolberg, the head coach at Watertown for the past few years. Former head coach here at the Blackhawks, where he brought the 1-3-1 zone defense in and took it to Watertown. Watertown's got the athletes to play it, with a couple of tall, lanky kids at the top. Always helps. Now, their nice drive that time by Avalon Icky on the right side, and she lays it in, and we have a 30-second use it or lose it timeout here. That one's going to be taken by Fort Atkinson. Again, glad to have you along here tonight. It's 5-8. Watertown with the lead, and if you're just joining us, Fort got out to a 1-0 lead on a Tyler Stouty free throw. It's been kind of a back-and-forth affair. This is the largest lead by either team here tonight at 8-5 with Watertown at the advantage. Again, at the JV game going on at the next court, Watertown just scored, so it's 6-2. Watertown with the lead. Again, a couple of things to note tonight. Again, it's 8-5, Watertown with the lead. And Watertown now will inbound, or check it, Fort Atkinson will inbound the ball on the far side. Skip pass down low to Cole. She'll skip it out to Stouty in the corner. Now it's back to Wolfram. Marquardt at the top. Close out by Watertown. Marquardt over to Wolfram now. One dribble. She gets stuck. Back out to Marquardt at the volleyball spike line. Wolfram with the drive, laying no good. I should say floater from 6, no good. And Watertown gets the rebound and the ball. 5 minutes into the game, it's 8-5. Watertown with the lead. Baseline drive by Moss. Will kick it out to Smutzler. 3 on the way, drills it. Aubrey Smutzler with 7. And it's a quick 11-5 lead. Actually, they're going to just put 2 on the scoreboard. We'll see if that gets changed. 3 on the way by Ellie Cole, trying to match it. No good. The extra point is up on the board. It was a 3 by Aubrey, so it's 11-5. Cole tried to match her, and it was no good. Watertown. Now it's over to Smutzler. Over to Moss at the free throw line. Down low to Icky. Her shot no good, but there's a foul on a Blackhawk. That'll send Avalon Icky to the line for a pair, and the foul goes on Brooke Christensen, the sophomore forward. It's her first. Team second. Icky's free throw hits the front of the rim and rolls off, no good. Couple of subs for the Blackhawks. Peyton Nestian and Lily Belzer. And Julia Cantors all in for the Hawks. Second free throw by Icky is no good, and Cantors gets the rebound. So it'll stay a 6-point advantage for Watertown. And it'll be Marquardt to the corner to Wolfram. Wolfram gets tripped up, and we have a foul on the Goslings. Actually, they're going to say no foul. Oh, yeah, they're already going to call the foul. Foul will go on Sydney Linskins. Thought that'd be odd that you could have a play like that with no foul, but officials were making sure Linskins was okay. She took a pretty hard fall, and that'll bring Autumn Myers into the game for Watertown. Belzer over to Cantors inside the lane. Shot up, no good, but she'll go to the line for a pair where the senior, averaging just under 2 a game, had a career-high 6 against Lake Mills a few weeks ago. Cantors looking to get on the board and break a scoring drought by the Hawks. It's been a 7-0 run for Watertown, and that snapped right there. Good free throw by Julia. So Cantors gets in the scorebook. Again, they're working on the JV stream as we talk. Cantors on the way is no good. There, I check it, is good. Got tripped up on my own words. 4-point Watertown lead, 11-7. 12 minutes to go until halftime. Myers get called for the travel. Kind of got bumped. And then they called the travel on Myers, so it'll be Fort Atkinson's ball. 11-7. Blackhawks with the ball, but trailing. Belzer over to Nesty in the far corner. Down low to Cantors, and now we have a travel on Nesty. Great idea trying to get Cantors down low. But just didn't execute it precise. Those wondering, the JV game is playing right now. It's a weird setup where both JV and varsity at the same time. Moss on the break, check it, and that was Icky. Missed the shot, Moss gets the rebound, and we have a jump ball. So the JV is playing in the court to my right as the auxiliary gym. Watertown leads 9-4 in the JV squad. Again, they've got a lot of different live streams, so thanks for being patient up here. They've got a swim meet going on, this varsity meet, and the JV game going on. Watertown will inbound the ball to Moss. One dribble between 2 defenders. Shot up, no good. Last touch by Taya. So it'll be Blackhawks ball, 11-7. Trailing on the scoreboard. The other day we talked about Christmas movies. Shoot me a text or message on the live chat what your favorite Christmas songs are, and we'll talk about that as the game goes on. It's that time of year. Marquardt 3 on the way, no good. Cantors fights for the rebound. Nesty comes away with it. Flips it out, and Marquardt will track it down just before half court. Now it'll be Belzer. Over to Marquardt, back to Belzer above the spike line. 1-3-1 zone defense by the Goslings. Nesty now in the far corner. Belzer 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Heinrichs and Watertown. Down low, Moss, right side, good. Taya Moss, first team as a sophomore, first team unanimous as a junior. Well on her way to another first team if they would have been keeping track. Again, we'll talk about the conference play or lack thereof, maybe at halftime. 13-7, now Watertown leads. Fort Atkinson will turn it over, trying to get the ball down low. Now it'll be Myers over to Heinrichs. She's going to get fouled. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot by Drew Heinrichs, the 5'11 freshman, averaging 4.5 points a game. Doing a nice job considering this team, this Watertown team, has a lot of seniors on it. This is a team that Coach Stolberg has had since they were freshmen. You talk about Linskins, Smutzler, Moss, Icky. They've all been playing quality minutes since freshmen and sophomores. They were poised for a conference run if they would have been a conference play. So Heinrichs will go to the free throw line. It's 13-7, Watertown. Make it 14-7 on the make. So Heinrichs will go 1 for 2. And it's a 7-point lead. We're 7 minutes in. Got a couple of good votes, although I'm not sure whoever said, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That might be one of my least favorite Christmas songs. Turnover by the Hawks, and now it's on the break, and it's good by Smutzler, and we're going to have a travel instead. They're going to say she picked it up one dribble too soon. Got to say, I'm not a big fan of I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Also, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Another one of those songs not a huge fan of. Baby, It's Cold Outside. That is a classic. Had some controversy the last few years, but still probably one of the most covered songs of Christmas tunes. We'll talk more as the game goes on. Keep them coming. If you're lucky, maybe I'll sing a song or two. Fort Atkinson will turn it over, trailing by 7, and now it's Watertown with the ball. Fort Atkinson's Heinrichs down low to Icky, and she's fouled. That'll be the 4th Blackhawk foul. Now they'll inbound it back to Moss. She'll lose it momentarily, get it back over to Icky, right side. Down low to Moss, right lay-in, good. Boy, Taya Moss has 6 already, and she's made every basket look easy. Last year, Fort Atkinson struggled against Watertown, losing 58-20 and 53-16. Moss had 16 and 20, respectively, in those games. Could have had more, except she sat out most of the second half in both wins last year against the Blackhawks. 16-7, Watertown with the lead. Halfway through this first half, and we're going to have a foul on Watertown's. I believe it's Autumn Myers. And it will be Autumn Myers. That'll be her first, team 5th. Cantors will check out. Checking in will be Tyler Stouty. Marquardt will inbound the ball, baseline left. Flips it out to Nesty. Nesty will bring it back to center court, and now dribble and drive over to Cole, near side in front of the Goslings bench. Now it's over to Wolfram. Marquardt at the top, looks at her options, over to Wolfram. Now it's Cole, baseline 3, short. Might have partially gotten deflected again. Watertown doing a great job closing out, getting the hands up in a lot of the, making a lot of contested shots for the Hawks. Myers, hounded by Wolfram at the top. Now it's over to Schmaltzler. Her 3 is no good. Hits the top of the backboard and over. It'll be Blackhawks ball. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Sean, you're absolutely right. That is a hard song to beat if you're talking not classic Christmas songs, but if you're just talking interesting Christmas songs. I bet you Sean likes the 30-minute TV show about it as well. Now the pass by Cole is intercepted. Tried to go down low. 16-7, Watertown with the lead. Fort Atkinson will get the ball. 7:25 to go until halftime. Halftime, we'll talk a little bit about what all the teams in conference are playing. It's been an interesting year again with the COVID-19 guidelines and some health departments and their restrictions. 3 on the way by Wolfram, no good. Nice box out by Moss, and she's going to get fouled by Peyton Nesty. That'll be Nesty's first, team 5th. We'll talk a little bit about the wrestling squad. They're one of the few teams not participating or playing tonight. Even boys basketball on a little scrimmage run over to Kettle Moraine. We'll talk about the boys basketball coming up. Broadcast on Friday night. First game of the season after being delayed for the contact tracing issues. So Linskins kicks it out. Passes off of Schmaltzler, and it'll be a turnover, Watertown. 5th turnover by the Goslings tonight. Frosty the Snowman, someone talked about on the YouTube chat. Quality movie, show. Great song, gotta like that one, I like that. Now it's over to Nesty. Back to Marquardt, 1-3-1 zone defense again. Shot on the way by Stouty, or check it by Stouty, yep, no good. Christensen tries to bring the rebound in and just a little too late. Ran out of some real estate. Over at the JV game, I think their link is up and running. It's 19-4, Watertown with the lead. 16-7 here for the main attraction. Linskins almost thought about the 3, pulled it back down. Now it'll be left side over to Frederick. Now it's back to Linskins, back to Frederick. Schmaltzler, down low, over to Icky. Down low, great pass over to Moss. She misses it, but she'll kick it out to Linskins. 3, rolls around, no good. Marquardt with the rebound for the Hawks. You hear Coach Razic in his 2nd year looking for Fort to push it up, and we're going to have a foul on Riley Frederick, as Marquardt just kept taking the dribble right at her. It's the 6th team foul by Watertown. Now it's back to Cole in the corner. Turnover. Watertown with another steal. Moss misses the right-handed layup, but gets fouled hard, and it'll send Moss to the free throw line. Foul's going to go on Peyton Nesty. (16-7), Watertown with the lead. Now it's 17-7 as Moss will hit the free throw. And it's a 6-0 run. And the second one by Moss is good as well. Moss with a quick 8 points. He's got 8 of the 18 for the Goslings. So 18-7, 5.5 to go until halftime. It's Cole back in the corner over to Nesty. Back to Marquardt, long range three, drills it. Taylor Marquardt in the scoring book. And it's back to an 8-point lead for the Goslings, and we have a timeout. Full timeout by the coach. Not sure which team. Not sure it's going to matter in the end. It's 18-10. Glad to have you along. Want to thank everybody for their patience as they're trying to continue to figure out how to get three things going streaming here. So again, if you're looking for the JV, check the Facebook page. Currently it's 21-4, Watertown with the lead. Boys swim also being streamed, I believe, on Fort Atkinson High School. So glad to have you along here tonight. Leading the way so far for Watertown, Taya Moss and Aubrey Smutzler with 8 and 7 points respectively. And for the Hawks, they've got 4 players in the books. However, no one has more than 3, and that's with Taylor Marquardt hitting a three-pointer and Tyler Stouty hitting 3 free throws early on. Otherwise, it's been 2 little streaks for Watertown. They had a 7-0 run, and they were on another 7-0 run until the last Marquardt 3. Giving them an 8-point advantage with 5:19 to go until halftime. Now it'll be back to Smutzler. She'll bring it up. Fort Atkinson in a 2-3 zone defense now out of that timeout. Down low to Moss. She's going to get hammered on the double team. Take your pick between Tyler Stouty and Brooke Christensen. Probably, if you could foul 2 fouls on 2 different players, you could have on that situation. She was hammered. They're going to get the foul, though, on Brooke. So that'll be her second, and it sends Moss to the free throw line. Moss getting set once again. Moss will miss the free throw, and it'll be rebounded by Christensen. Nesty on the dribble drive, back gets the ball. Now it's over to Marquardt, left side. Back to Stouty in the corner. She'll on the dribble, bring it back to the top over to Nesty. Nice little 2 dribble shot up, no good. Stouty might have gotten away with a foul there as she came in hard. No call by the officials. Three-pointer on the way by Linskin is no good. See what happened there. Ball was kind of deflected around. They're going to give the ball to Fort Atkinson. Inbounding the ball right on the sideline. Right in front of it. All right, here we go. It's 19-10. Watertown with the lead. Back over to Linskins. 3:50 to go until halftime. Icky. Now it's over to Heinrich, excuse me. Her three-pointer shot is no good. Belzer gets the rebound. Now it's back to Stouty in the opposite corner of where she usually sits. Now it's Belzer, right side, over to Christensen. 3-person game between Wolfram, Belzer, and Christensen. Belzer with the 3, no good. Rebounded by Linskins. 19-10, 3:20 to go until intermission. Linskins, right side. Now it's back to Heinrichs. Back to Linskins, guarded by Cole and Belzer at the top of the 2-3. Smutzler, three-pointers, no good. Rebounded by Moss. Oh, nice cut down the middle of the lane. Icky shot, count it, and the foul. Boy, great job by Avalon Icky. You can tell she's played some ball. Just kind of had a second sense when that shot went up by Moss. Or I should say, she just kind of cut right down the middle of the lane from the far side. Nice pass by Moss. Hits the shot as well and draws the foul. So 21-10. Icky looking for point number 5, and there it is. So 22-10. It's back to a 12-point lead. Pass down the middle is deflected by Icky and stolen. 9th turnover by the Hawks. Moss tries to go up and under. Nice job by Christensen, not biting. However, Moss is going to draw that contact and still draw the foul. So that'll be the 3rd foul on Christensen, and it sends Moss to the free throw line. 5 points away from 1,000 points in her career. And she'll stay there for now. As I mentioned earlier, this is a squad that Coach Stolberg has had in the makings for the last few years, and it's all been led by Taya Moss, and she's going to hit the free throw. She's 4 points away from 1,000 career points. Now it's down over to Stouty. Her pass is deflected, and it's stolen nicely by Heinrichs. In fact, when you talk about consistency, Moss, 225 points as a freshman, 307 as a sophomore, 377 as a junior. Already has 77 points in just 5 games. Make that 87 points. 3 on the way by Heinrichs. No good. They're going to say hit the wire. It'll be the Blackhawks ball. $13-point deficit by the Blackhawks with 2 minutes to go until break. Pass is deflected. Nice job by Heinrichs. Freshman with some instinct down low. Saw that cross-court pass and stepped in its way. Another turnover by the Hawks. There it goes to Smutzler. Over to Moss. Back to Smutzler. Aubrey's 3 on the way. Hits the rim. No good. Moss rebound in. Moss with 12. (25-10). Fort Atkinson will have another unforced turnover. Fortunately, the Hawks have only scored 3 points in the last 7 minutes. 25-10, Watertown with the lead. Minute 21 until break. Linskins over to Moss. Moss on the dribble, penetration, no good, but she'll go to the line. Foul will be on Julia Canters. Your 5 on the floor for the Hawks. Stouty, Canters, Wolfram, Belzer, and Marquardt. Moss to the line. Just short. So it'll stay a 15-point advantage. Second one on the way is good by Moss. 999 career points for the talented senior. Minute 6 left. Belzer. Back to Marquardt, over to Wolfram. Wolfram dribbles into the corner and gets stuck. Pass is stolen. You know, the Blackhawks really handled the pressure by Watertown early in the game pretty well. Unfortunately, the last 10 minutes have not been so well. 3 on the way by Icky. Airs it out. Nice job, though, by Linskins. Just gets the rebound over Stouty, who thought it was going to go out of bounds. And Watertown will have a second chance. Moss over to Smutzler, over to Heinrichs. Long-range 3, drills it. Oh, the 5'11" freshman with the outside shot as well. And it's a 19-point lead, under 30 seconds to go. Now it's over to Stouty. Her 3 on the way is no good. Canters gets the offensive board. Marquardt, 3 on the way. Hits the rim 3 different sides, no good. Rebounded by Linskins. Now she's doubled with 10 seconds left. Oh, and we're going to have a timeout by head coach Matt Stolberg Fortunately, I think Linskins took a beating, fall into the court, trying to get that rebound, trying to get that timeout called. Coach Stolberg and a trainer will head out there to make sure Sydney Linskins is okay. Still be a 30-second timeout. It's 29-10 if you're just joining us. Glad to have you along, and on behalf of the Fort Atkinson High School Theater crew, John Collins and myself, glad to have you on this YouTube live streaming event. We'll be live streaming all the high school boys and girls varsity basketball games this season. As of now, again, no fans in the stand, so glad to have you along. Hopefully you'll enjoy tonight's broadcast. Other broadcasts coming up this week. You're also live on Facebook, I should say, as well. But other broadcasts going on this week, as far as myself goes, we'll have the boys' debut after being delayed for a few weeks for COVID-19 restrictions. They're going to kick off officially on Friday night. We'll talk more about that at halftime, which will be in 10.2 seconds. I don't think there's any Tom's performance going on here tonight, so we'll have a good 10 minutes to chat. Watertown will inbound it over to Heinrichs. Left side shot no good. Moss comes crashing in. Won't be able to grab the rebound, and it'll be Blackhawks ball, down 16 with 3.1 seconds left. Check it, down 19. Marquardt, 1 second left. Shot on the way, beats it in! Taylor Marquardt from the far side volleyball spike line. And Marquardt gets 6 on the first half. Under pressure, getting that ball and launching it right before the